everyone, why I disappeared, and my GLP-1 journey continues. If you want to know, stick around and I will fill you in. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Becoming the Best Me. My name is Beverly. Some people call me B, some people call me Bev. Whichever you choose is fine with me. Saying welcome back may be an understatement because I've been gone for a while. I think the last time I put out a video was back in February. And it's been a real struggle to turn on this camera again. But I made a commitment to the community that, and to myself, that I would share my journey. The ups and downs, the sideways, everything about this GLP-1 weight loss journey. So even though it has been a struggle for me to get back in front of this camera, I figured I owe it not only to myself but to my viewers who were looking forward to receiving a video of some sorts from me. And I will go into a little bit why it had been so hard for me to get back in front of this camera. Even sitting right now to do this video, I procrastinated all day to turn this camera on. And I have recorded maybe about 4 to 5 videos before this one. And I just never put it out. They didn't look right, they didn't sound right. I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I just didn't feel like it was ready or I was ready. If you can understand that. Okay, so let me start from the beginning for those of you who might be new to the channel. Again, my name is Beverly. I'm a 58-year-old mother, grandmother, um, and I started my Zepbound trizepatide journey back in January 26th of 2024. My highest weight was 240 pounds. When I started Zepbound, I was 200, I think 220 or 225 pounds. That's where I started. After having a conversation with my physician, there was a lot of things going on with me. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. My cholesterol was high. My blood pressure was high. My A1C was climbing up there. And I had a talk with my doctor, and you know, I just wasn't feeling well, and I knew something had to be done. So we sat down and we came up with a plan. And she actually put me first on phentermine, and she put me on half a dose of phentermine for a few months. Um, but I started having like palpitations, and it got so bad that she sent me to see a cardiologist. I did all sorts of tests and everything came back normal, and everyone contributed it back to the phentermine. So she took me off of phentermine. My next visit to her is when she was going to introduce me into Zepbound. And there the saga began with me deciding to embark on this journey using the GLP-1 medication, Zepbound, and so started my weight loss journey. Let me just put a disclaimer out there. I am not a medical professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. Whatever I share in my videos is just me, a girl, sharing my personal experiences of what I experienced on the medication, things I've done, products that I've used to aid me in my weight loss journey. Before you implement anything or consider anything that I may say in any of my videos, I suggest that you consult with your medical professional before doing so. I just need to put that disclaimer out there. Okay. So, like many of you, when we started this journey, it was built on so much hype and excitement, and we're on this new drug, and most of us thought it was going to be a snap, it was going to be a breeze, we're going to take this medication and the weight is just going to fall off. No such thing happened. Although I must say the first 4 to 8 weeks I was losing weight consistently, the weight started to come off. But as the months go by and life happens, um, the journey becomes a little rough. The waters become a little rough. And the excitement kind of goes to the wayside. And I'm going to speak just for me. It sometimes can be daunting. It was kind of daunting for me at times because it's a new way of thinking, it's a new way of doing things. It's you're changing your whole mindset, you're changing the way you eat, the way you think about food. Everything's changing, the way you respond under stress. um, Everything's changing. And over the months, I've been on this medication, what is it, 18 months? 18 months, I think. So January, yes, so 18 months I've been on the medication, and I've lost about maybe 58 pounds, I think. And there were months when it was nothing happening. The scale was not moving. Um, I didn't like the way I looked. Um, and let me say this: everybody is different. Everybody is going to lose weight differently. The weight is going to come off different parts of your body. It never comes off the way you want it to come off or where you want it to come off. It's kind of like draining a swimming pool. Um, that sort of analogy. So for me, my struggle was when I started the GLP-1 weight loss journey. I was already in menopause. I was already, I would say, postmenopausal at that point, or going into postmenopause. So there were things that I was dealing with within my body before I started my journey. I had already started to see um, some sagging of the skin, some dryness, some fatigue, all those things that come along with being in menopause or going into perimenopause or postmenopausal. So I was struggling with that factor of it. So when I started the GLP-1 medication, it kind of compounded that for me, as far as the loose skin and the loss of muscle tone. So that was something that I was struggling with and still struggling with. But I have learned to accept the body that I'm in now, and I've been working on muscle toning to tone up my body in the areas where you know there's some laxity. Am I gonna get all of the tone back? Probably not. We as women, no matter how we work, how hard we work out, we're going to be soft in some areas. May I consider surgery? I might. And sometime in the future, I may not. Um, like I said, I've spent these times behind the camera just dealing mentally with the body that I'm in now. Um, Learning to accept the body that I'm in now. Um, there were some months there that I didn't like what how I looked. I didn't like how the weight was coming off, and I think because I wasn't used to seeing my body, certain things in my body. I wasn't used to seeing like my collarbone. I wasn't used to seeing the veins in my hands. Um, it's just weird. I wasn't used to feeling my hip bone, the bones in my, my joints. It's just it's real. It was funny to me, and weird at the same time because I've been in this body forever, for 58 years. And it's like I don't know, it was just strange to like feel my bones. Um so that was one of the things, that I was dealing with. It's just like, okay, is this normal? Is this normal for me to, like see my collarbone and see the veins in my hands? You know, just different things I was struggling with. And I just had to mentally take a step back again to just deal with the emotions that I was feeling, deal with the mental things that I was seeing, and body dysmorphia is a real thing. It's a real thing. When I first heard the term, I never heard the term until I started on this journey. And when I heard the term, I couldn't understand what what people were talking about. I understand now. I truly understand now. So um, I'm here. I'm still on the journey. Some things have changed. Um, as you guys know, there's some changes in the community as far as the CVS Kmart covering the medications. I'm not going to go into that in this video. I'm going to go into it in another video because that has had an effect on me personally, and how I obtain, or how I'm going to continue my journey. Am I going to continue my journey with the medication, without the medication, on a different medication? Am I going to go back to compound? I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but it's something that I'm being faced with, and a decision that I'm going to have to make going forward. The other thing that I've come to terms with is my weight. I've been, well, they call it a stall because I've been within the parameters of 5 to 8 pounds for the last probably 4, 5 months, just within that parameter. The scale goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down. And um, another decision I'm going to have to make is whether or not I just go into maintenance and just maintain here. I think I think my body is at a set point, and I think I'm deciding not to fight it anymore. I am just going to strength train to build back the muscles and to tone up and reshape my body. And in doing so, if more weight comes off, fine. If it does not, I'm okay with it. I'm okay at this set point. I'm not gonna force the issue to lose more weight. So that is going to play a role also in if how I go forward um, with the medication, without the medication, um, on a maintenance dose, if I'm going to change medications because my formulary through came CVS CareMart has changed, and they're no longer covering the Zepbound, although I have approval until the end of the year, but because of the change with Eli Lilly and the other medications, I can't think of the name right now, please forgive me. Um, Things have changed. Things have changed for a lot of people, not only me. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't because I called them up and they um, they ran it through and they said it seemed to be fine. And that was the last time I filled a prescription was the end of July. And they said, well, I don't see anything wrong. It seemed like it's going to go through. Just go with it. So when my provider sent over the medication, the prescription to the pharmacy, lo and behold, I got a call from the pharmacy, and they said that you need to call your insurance because they're not covering it. They're wanting you to change medications. So again, I'm going to leave it there with that. I'm not going to go into it now. I'm going to go into it at a later date. I just wanted you all to get the gist of things. So I've been dealing with that, and uh, a lot of family issues. I have a family member that they have a medical condition, and it really it hit home. It's someone very close to me. Again, I'm not gonna go into it right now. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to share because it's not me. It's a family member, and I don't want to put them out there like that unless they want me to talk about it. But it affected me personally, and I had to find a way to cope because food used to be my go-to thing for stress and anxiety and just to cope with things that I didn't know how to cope with. And I no longer have that crutch because even if I want to, um, I can't. I can't really indulge, um, you know, because my appetite doesn't let me. And even if, even when I do, it's like it's not the same enjoyment. It's not the same enjoyment. So it's that what am I doing? So I've had to find ways of coping with things that are happening in my life. And I know that many of you out there are probably going through the same struggle because your mindset has changed. The way how you look at food has changed. The way how you deal and cope with things in your life. It has to change because you no longer have that crutch. So you have to find a way to deal with the things that life is going to throw you. So my way of coping, some of the things that I do, I journal, I walk, I exercise, I meditate, and I just deal with the emotion. A lot of us feel that we shouldn't feel a certain way and we kind of just brush those emotions to the side. No, feel the feeling. Feel the feeling. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Let the feeling flow. Just let it flow. Go through the emotions. Go through the emotions. Let it flow. Don't fight it. Because all you do is suppress it. And it all it does is recycle. It recycles. And then you find it out, whether it be food, alcohol, shopping, whatever, you try to find it out. Whether other than dealing with the issue, the emotion that you're feeling. There's nothing wrong with feeling it and dealing with it. So that's something that I've had to learn how to do because, again, I don't have that crutch that food used to give me. So I've had to learn how to deal and cope with, you know, things that life has thrown me lately. Um, so yeah. So I'm here, I'm back. I'm feeling re energized. I'm feeling refocused. I'm learning to accept the things in my life that I cannot change and just continuing on my journey. What can you expect from me going forward? I'm going to try to get back on track, and I'm going to say for right now, once a week, try to put out a video. I haven't chosen a day as yet, but at least once a week, I'm gonna put out some sort of video, either workout video, just chit chat, maybe what I eat in a day. Um, Maybe I'll do a clothing haul. I know I want to do a clothing haul. I have some videos or some scripts that I had put together, but I never made the video. So I may go back and work on those and put them out. Some things that I wanted to talk about that I really haven't heard um, anybody in the community talk about really. So I may go back and work on those things and try to put those videos out. Again, I don't want to make the video too long. I've probably made it long enough. I'm rambling at this point, but like it or not, I'm going to put this video out. I'm going to try not to edit it too much. I just wanted to be real with you guys, have a real conversation, and let you know that I'm here. I'm still on my journey, and um, I'm human, and life has been lifing, and I just had to learn how to cope and deal with situations in my life. So I'm going to leave the video here. And again, thank you for those subscribers that stuck around. And thank you to the new subscribers. And I hope that you got something from this video. I think I rambled and rambled, but um, I hope you got something from the video. So I'm going to leave the video here, and please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will sure to answer them. And like I always end my videos, remember, take time for life's simple pleasures, and remember, share a smile. Be good to yourself. Until we meet again, goodbye, friend.